Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video, I'm so excited. I'm going to be sharing the curriculum we've been using for my oldest daughter's foreign language curriculum. She's been learning American Sign Language and we finally found our favorite program, so I can't wait to share it with you guys. All right, so if you're new to my channel, my name is Ashley. I have 3 kids. I have a 4th grader, a 2nd grader, and a preschooler. I homeschool all 3 of my kids, plus I work full time, and I just absolutely love sharing curriculum resources with you guys. So if you're new to my channel and you love learning about different curriculum, don't forget to subscribe because I have lots of stuff to share. So let's talk about foreign language. Now, foreign language is somewhat popular, and I think a lot of graduation requirements do require students to take some sort of foreign language class. So you obviously see a lot of Spanish, maybe French, maybe Latin more often in the homeschool community. But one foreign language that you don't hear a ton of, but when I do talk about it, people are like, oh, my kid would love to learn that, is American Sign Language. American Sign Language is its own language. It does count as a foreign language in most states. Make sure to check with your state though on those requirements. But it is something that is a little bit more, I'll say, diverse, and I don't think as many people know it unless they have a necessity to know it. So obviously, if you have a family member who is deaf, you may have had to learn it out of necessity. And so I think that's why a lot more people learn it. But to have children learn that, it's just a really awesome skill, and there are tons of benefits to it. So in my homeschool, I let my kids choose their own foreign language. So I have one kid who's learning Spanish, and then obviously my older daughter is learning sign language. She's been studying it for about 2 years. Now we have used different curriculums, and we just didn't love them. We loved maybe the concepts behind some of them, but maybe the follow through was what we hoped for. And it is kind of something difficult to teach because it's very visual, and so obviously video is needed. In my search, I was really struggling finding it. So I was actually reached out to by this company to write a review. It's called Mr.D Math, and they have online courses that are either self-paced or live, and obviously, as you can tell in the name, they have math courses, but they have a variety of different courses, including American Sign Language. So of course I was like, yes, I would love to try this out because it's something that we're searching for, and I'm so glad that they did because it has become our favorite sign language course that we've been using. I just want to share a couple benefits of learning sign language. So there have been studies done where when someone learns sign language, they have an increased cognition. They have different skills that are developed, such as higher problem solving, higher memory skills. It also gives them increased empathy skills. They get a better understanding of the deaf community, and they have a little bit more empathy and bring more awareness to that community, kind of really being an advocate for them. It obviously gives them improved communication skills. They are learning a second language. This communication skill helps them in life. It helps them there's tons of studies on someone who's bilingual and the benefits of that and their general communication skills, and so this is just a huge benefit for that as well. There has been research linked to better academic performance. So students who can learn American Sign Language have better overall academic success with test scores, with graduation, and then obviously they're going to have a lot more opportunity for careers in the future. If you have a second language that business can, help a broader range of customers, you're going to be more appealing. And like I said, with those other skills, having research that you're going to be more empathetic, you're going to have like a higher wall of knowledge that you can do. You have better communication skills. Those are all things that are great in any job force, any job market. So if you've been considering, is American Sign Language good? Yeah, I think it's actually a really good foreign language, and it's a little bit different because it's visual. There's not as many words. I don't want to say it's an easier language to learn. It's a different type of language to learn. So I know I wasn't going to be able to teach my daughter sign language, so I definitely needed to look for resources. And like I said, I am so happy that I found Mr.D's Math online course, which is for American Sign Language. So they do offer multiple courses. So I think for American Sign Language, there's 4 different course options. The sign language courses are all self-paced, which means you enroll in the course, but then you log in at your own pace to complete the lessons, which works really great for us. I would find a very hard time committing to a weekly online course. So we like the self-paced option, as well as, so there's 4 courses. There's ASL for elementary, and that is for kindergarten to 5th grade, intro, ASL, amazing course. There's ASL 1, ASL 2, and ASL 3, which are for middle school to high school. Because my daughter was already completing American Sign Language courses, I was kind of going back and forth with someone at MrD Math, and we decided to actually put her in ASL 1, which is that middle school, high school course. So I was a little nervous just because I didn't want it to be, you know, too much for her or too much pressure, because this is something that she's really passionate about and she enjoys, and so I didn't want to make this anything negative for her. However, she's doing absolutely amazing. I will say we're not rushing through any of the coursework. We take our time with the lessons, so she may be on a lesson for a week and a half, 2 weeks, just depending on the skill set and the practice level that is needed for that. So with the courses, obviously if you have an elementary student and they're starting ASL, choose the elementary course. But if you have a middle schooler or up, ASL 1 is fine even for beginners because it does start with the basics. So she's done enough ASL courses that I kind of know like what the basics are, which are finger spelling letters, numbers, how to introduce yourself, how to tell someone you're learning sign language. So those were in the both course levels. So don't be afraid if your kid has never used ASL, but they're older. I would recommend still using that ASL 1 course. Now, something that we're looking forward to is when she does reach those older middle school grade levels, kind of using these as high school level courses to fulfill credits needed for foreign language. So we will be using these as high school courses when she gets closer to that age. So if you have, like I said, those older middle school or high school kids, as long as your state requirements don't say anything you can't do it, I would recommend using these for those credits. Another thing I really love is obviously these are self-paced and taught by a teacher. So one less thing that I have to do. So there's different assignments within each lesson. So your child would log in, they have their own login. They go through their lesson and there's different like videos to watch, different activities. Most of the time I think there's like a quiz on that lesson, and then there's a homework assignment. I really love the homework assignments because I have to record my daughter. Now if you have an older kid, they could do it themselves and upload it, but I just record her on my cell phone and upload it myself using her login. So if that kind of stresses you out, like, oh, I have to submit it, it's super easy. It's, you know, a 1 or 2 minute video, we upload it. But the best part about this is once you upload it, after a couple days, the actual teacher watches it and grades it and gives you like real feedback. So like, oh, maybe your hand placement wasn't correct, or maybe you switched hands while signing and you're not supposed to do that. So that feedback that she's getting from her teacher is really creating that connection, that she's not just watching videos and learning. Like, someone is really teaching her and connecting with her and correcting her so she's doing things properly. The teacher is really fun. My daughter really likes her, and also like once or twice a month they have like these events on like a Zoom where the teacher's there and all the other kids doing the course, they all log on and they are on video, and they just play different games or do different activities. So one time they played Kahoot, where the teacher would show videos of different signs and then the kids would answer in. But it was kind of like interactive and fun. And like I said, the teacher's just really engaging and fun herself. And so my daughter really likes having those two to kind of feel more a part of the community. Overall, I am extremely pleased with this course, and I'm thankful that we found it because we were struggling. And it's really hard when your kid wants to learn something, but you're just like not finding the right course. We used a previous course that was similar. It was online, and she would take video homework assignments, but she would never get feedback. And so it's like, why are we even doing this? So using Mr. D's American Sign Language course, doing the self-paced course, my daughter getting feedback from the teacher, practicing her skills, she's doing really, really great. I mean, I'm like, wow. And what's cool is she tends to teach me. And so not that I'm learning the course with her, but I know what she's saying, to where I know what numbers she's saying, I know what words she's saying. And so something that's really funny is if her and I are downstairs with everyone else, she can sign something to me really quick if she doesn't want anyone else to hear. And we can communicate that way. So that was just like a little fun thing as well. We are at this point going to continue it. Now, there was 32 lessons in our course, and like I said, we're moving kind of slow through them because it is that older level course. We will continue using ASL 1 through the next school year, because I don't think she's not going to finish it this school year. So we'll just start it back up and get it completed. And then we are planning to move on to ASL 2. So I see us using this curriculum long term. And again, even if she has to maybe like repeat some of it again for high school level, that's completely fine if she can become proficient in ASL. Now let's talk about pricing. So the entire self-paced course is $197. I don't have any discount links to get you. That's just the overall cost of it. And I know that might seem like, oh, that's a lot of money for a course, but from someone who has tried other sign language courses, I was paying $39 a month for a course that didn't even give me as much as this course did. So if you break out that $197 over the year, that's around $16 per month, which is pretty affordable. And so if this is something that you know you're wanting to do, and maybe for next school year, then start budgeting it for it now. Throw $20 aside every couple weeks, every month. You know, you will get there eventually, because this course is really worth it. When you break it down, it's only around $6 per lesson, like per video class. If you're using some of those online, you know, learning companies, I don't want to say their names, but I know I pay more than $6 per class. My other daughter takes like crochet classes. They're about $10 to $15 per class, and they're like a 30-minute course. So these American Sign Language, around $6 per class, around $16 per month, well worth it. You just may want to budget for that overall lump cost of it. If you're interested in checking out Mr.D Math for their American Sign Language or any of the other courses they have, I do have a link down below. Go ahead and click that link so they know that you heard about them from me. If you have questions, like I said, we've been using this sign language course for quite some time and learning sign language in general, so feel free to leave those comments down below. I love chatting with you guys. Thanks so much for watching today's video. We will chat soon. Bye, guys.